Hi everyone. We're waiting for people to join.
Hey everyone, thanks for coming. We'll probably get started in a few minutes. Yeah, hey everyone, thanks for joining us. We're just waiting a few minutes to get started for some more folks to join. Hey, Iara and Neko and Heather, are we gonna do a ping and announcements and then get started?
Iara?
Okay, sorry, I'm talking to Heather. I think Heather is going to do a ping in announcements, and then we'll go ahead and get started in hopefully 2 minutes. Thanks again, everyone, for your patience with us. I know, I'm sorry we don't have some background music. We will do that in the future. All right, the ping went out, so we'll wait like 1 to 2 minutes and then we'll go ahead and kick it off. Okay, there we go. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning into our Q4, the first quarterly AMA for Q4. We have another one on Saturday as well. Okay, I think we're good to go. Neko and Iara, thanks for doing the ping, Heather. So yeah, let's kick it off.
All right. All right. Welcome everyone to the quarterly AMA. With us here we have Kristin, Veld, and the rest of the team. So, during the AMA, we'll be taking some questions. So there's a thread under general. If that's where you guys can put the questions. All right. So to start us off, let's have the current team members introduce themselves and I guess just share something about themselves. So let's start with Kristin.
Hey everyone. Some of you may already know me, but I'm Kristin. I'm the CEO of TopGG. I joined at the end of June this year, so it's been about 5 to 6 months. I think I've shared that I'm based in the Bay Area, and before TopGG, I worked at a couple different companies, mainly focusing on building out communities and helping creators. So I've worked at LinkedIn, Twitch, Pinterest, and SoundCloud, all in product management and data analytics roles. And it's been a really exciting past few months here at TopGG. I won't go into all the details now, but we'll get into that in a little bit. And I appreciate the questions from everyone who shared those so far. And I think I'm supposed to share a fun fact. So the fun fact I'm going to go with, I guess I use this for, I have a Aussie Doodle puppy named Meepo, and his name is from Dota, which was the first game that I became obsessed with. Thanks, Neko.
Next, let's go with Veld.
Hello, I'm Veld. Most of you probably know me already, but let me introduce myself a bit. So I'm currently the VP of Engineering at TopGG, and I'm based in Amsterdam. So my role mostly involves with making sure everyone has all of the resources they need to be able to get things shipped. And so far, it's been really fun doing that. A fun fact about me is that I used to want to become an animator, but then I saw the like how tough and how little pay you get for that. Then I wanted to become a game developer. Same thing. So I ended up becoming a software engineer, and I'm enjoying that. All right.
All right, let's start with Cassie next.
Hey, I'm Cassie. I joined TopGG about 3 months ago. I joined from the metal team. Um, right now, I'm fully Final Fantasy 14 brain. Um, and that's my fun fact. I can't really think about much else right now.
All right, awesome, thank you. Let's go next with Xetera.
Hey, sorry, I had to find the
Oh.
the mute button. Sorry, I came here a little bit late. Could we
Yeah,
go
so just
over the
short introduction and maybe a fun fact about yourself.
short introduction? Okay, so I'm Xetera. I am from Turkey. I do full stack development, so I just basically work on everything that needs to be worked on, mostly front end. And a fun fact about me is, before I got into programming, I used to do a chemistry major in the Netherlands, which seems a little absurd now, but that's how that went.
Next, Heather.
Hello, everyone. So I'm Heather. Prior to TopGG, I was a partner Twitch streamer, and at TopGG now I am a software engineer. I've also been doing a lot of community work, and my fun fact would be that I have just been playing a ton of Animal Crossing, one of my favorite games right now.
All right. Next, I'm so sorry if I mispronounce your name, but Gracjan.
No worries, no worries. Hello. I'm Gracjan. I'm a product designer here at TopGG. I'm based in Poland. Previously, I was working in game development companies and gaming startups, stuff like this. Oh, and fun fact about me, I don't know, when I was like in the primary school, I think I wanted to work with the wild animals. That didn't happen. So here we are. Thanks.
And last but not least, Iara.
Hi, thank you, Neko. So I'm Iara. I've been here for 2.5 years now, and I've only become a community lead or part of the team a little bit like late last month. So so in my free time, I really like coding. I own a bot called Mimu, which is pretty successful. We reached 700K today, servers. And my fun fact would be I really like keyboards. I'm really into keyboards recently. I've been looking a lot into keyboards and obsessing over keycaps. So yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Congratulations on 700K. All right. So I guess to start the AMA, first we'll have Kristin share some reflections on the past quarter of the year.
Great. Thanks, Neko. And before I do that, just wanted to let everyone know that we are taking questions during the AMA as well. So make sure to leave any questions or comments in our AMA thread under general, and we'll make sure we get to them. But yeah, thank you so much, Neko. I wanted to just first kick us off and give a quick recap of our Top GG mission and vision, which I know we shared at the last Q3 AMA with you, and then just go over what we've been focusing on this past quarter and a couple of highlights that we shipped and give a little sneak peek into what's going next. So our mission is to make the metaverse accessible, and we want to be the #1 platform for communities to be discovered, empower them, and accelerate their growth. I know today that we're the discovery layer for Discord, providing search and discovery for all of the amazing communities, Discord servers such as this, and the integrations such as Discord bots that come along them. In terms of our vision, we're hoping to expand to some other exciting places in the metaverse, which I'll share a bit more in detail later, since I know we have some questions on that. And so I wanted to also highlight what we've been really focused on this past quarter. Core product enhancements and retention have been a key focus. I know that we've had a lot of feedback from the community around bugs and things that needed to be fixed. And at the same time, we've been investing in tech foundation so that we can have a strong foundation and scale. And so just a few highlights on the big things that shipped. Our site redesign and new logo. We really have appreciated all the feedback from the community on both of those. We've also shipped a lot of improvements to search. You all may have also used the new ad server flow that we worked really hard on, and we made a lot of changes to our DSL bot, which is now renamed to the Top GG bot. And we also just appreciate the feedback from you so much. And we know that there's been a lot of requests for ways to better collect that feedback outside of our Discord server. And we recently launched our Nolt. Nolt, I believe it was this week or last week, which Heather and Iara shared a few details on in our announcements. So those are some exciting things that shipped. And also, I wanted to share a few updates on what's coming soon this week. So we've been hard at work on creating a safety filter. We've had a lot of feedback that kind of mature content or very borderline gray NSFW content was, polluting our top list, and also, people wanted to have control over whether or not they were seeing that on the site. And so now we wanted to empower all of you and our different users to decide whether or not they want to see that content on top lists or in their search results. So we're really excited about that. Another big one is that you may recall we shared a survey about teams a few weeks ago asking for feedback. I'm super excited to share that Cassie and Chen have been hard at work rolling out some of these fixes recently, and more to come over next week. So stay tuned for an announcement on that as well. Lily has also been very hard at work on auctions, and one thing we're going to be doing is automating the auctions approval process so that there's no longer a long 1-week waiting time and it's not as manual anymore. We'll have an announcement about that soon as well. And last but not least, Xetera and Veld have been working very hard on moving auctions out of beta. A lot of that work has started now, and we will wrap that up in January. Great, I'll pass it back to you, Neko.
All right, awesome. Thank you, Kristin. All right, so after that, we'll have Iara give a quick update on the Top.gg 5th anniversary celebration.
Hi, thank you, Neko. So far we've started the hackathon. So we have 21 teams / individuals that are participating and creating Discord bots relating to winter themes. We also have giveaways running from yesterday and all throughout the week. So there's going to be 2 giveaways every day with different amount of winners for to celebrate our 5th anniversary. There's also a few other events like the meme contest. The meme contest will be accepting entries until today. So if you haven't submitted your best memes relating to Discord bots or TopGG in general, remember to submit it. We're running a little low on entries. We're also running the league event, which Marco has been doing a fantastic job running so far. So the league event is basically just rewarding those who have been active in our server. Thank you so much for everyone who has been participating in our events and also for participating in our AMA as well as our upcoming career panels that will be occurring the next few days as well. Yeah, going back to Neko, I think.
So, as people may have seen in the sorry, just one moment. Yeah, so as people may have seen in the announcements, Veld is stepping down, and we have Veld here to share his share some insight as to his resignation, possibly answer some questions regarding it. So I'll hand it off to Veld.
Yes, thank you, Nico. So it's been quite a long time since I started here at TopGG, and it has probably been some of the most challenging times in my life so far. I remember joining. It was quite an interesting transition from going to a team with thousands of people back when I worked at Uber to a team of 3 people when I initially joined, and then back to 2, back to 1, and then back to 2. It was probably as I said, the biggest challenge, making sure that we are able to get to the point where we are today with the whole new redesign, and in general, just making sure that we can build features on top of TopGG, because I don't know if you remember, but when we started, there were a lot of features that we have today that were missing, such as you couldn't review a bot, or search wasn't that fast, and you weren't able to really filter through anything. Apart from that, also being able to tag anything based on your preferred tags. That was something that we shipped during a time, and of course teams. Really, really happy to see the current team taking ownership over all of this, and I'm happy to say that I'm really, really excited to see what David and Kristin are going to be doing in the future. So far, I'm really excited to see what's happening in 2022, and I will always stay around as a creator. As you know, I am a bot developer at heart, so you will see me around in the TopGG Discord, but not with my blue collar. I will most likely be a general community manager instead.
Awesome.
Yeah.
General community manager.
Yeah.
Wait, did I say manager? I mean member.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's okay. We'd love to have
my
you as
bad.
a CM as well. Alright, so I guess some questions for you, Vel. So,
Sure.
how were the feelings and experiences when you took over Top.gg from I'm gonna call him Oliy, and became the new CEO?
So I think that it was really exciting. I've known Oliy for a while, and I still consider him like a great friend. We need to talk more again, by the way, Oliy. But I think the hardest part was getting into like the actual product. But how do I really man, I'm so bad at putting my feelings into words. I think it was a skill that I've never worked with before, at least as an owner, if that makes sense. Because of course, if you work on something like Uber, of course the skill is bigger, but you're working on one part, and it's not it doesn't feel as big, if you understand what I mean. But with TopGG, like every single part needed like some attention, and every single issue was basically owned from like me, like from to me, and yeah, that was really stressful, especially considering like the amount of like different things that happened throughout the year. So yeah, to summarize, really stressful, but really like I've learned so much, and I've learned so much from like the team as we grew. So I'm forever thankful for that.
Veld. And I guess also next question. So what were some of your most memorable moments as a CEO? And do you have any advice for just the listeners about being a CEO and running a development team?
Oof, okay, that's a tough one. I think the biggest like memorable moment that I can remember is the time when we did our first like major announcement on what's it called, like the blog that we had on Medium. I think like we launched like 3 things, and people were so excited to kind of see like a breath of like there was things were moving again. So as you might not know, like for a while, TopGG wasn't that active in pushing new features, and being able to like push 3 things in like one announcement post, it just really made me happy to see like people were like, "Oh my god, let's go!" And any advice? Ooh, okay, let me think. I think what I've learned throughout throughout especially the last year, there's 2 pieces of wisdom that I want to share. One is it's really important that that you communicate with your team, especially when you're remote. It's really hard to know how people are feeling if you don't really talk, and I think it's definitely something that I myself could improve in, because I'm not that talkative of a person. I'm more like kind of person who's like, okay, let's just get our heads down and get this rolling, like get the ball rolling, try to see if we can fix it, and yeah. And the second piece of advice that I wanted to give was make sure that you're not like the only source of like, what's it called? Make sure that the team has clear, defined ownership areas, so that people know who to reach out to. Especially when we started to scale, that became an issue. So I'm happy to have learned these things here at TopGG. That's it.
Thank you. All right. So we'll move on towards the main AMA event. So I guess we have questions for Kristin here. Let's see. First question. Does Top.gg make more money than it does spend money? From Taki.
Thanks for the question, Taki. What I can share right now is that we do have a couple revenue sources, such as auctions or advertising on TopGG, and also, you know, when people watch when they want to vote, they watch an ad that plays a video, and also our subscriptions. Right now, because we are not a public company, I can't disclose whether or not we are profitable, but I do appreciate the question.
All right, thank you. Next question by iThundxr. Is Top.gg gonna have any problems due to the demotions? So they're referring to the 18+ staff changes. And also, who decided to change the logo?
Great. So let's tackle the first question first. I do not, at a high level, I don't think we're going to have any problems given the recent demotion. I also wouldn't refer to it as a demotion. We did create a contributor role so that anyone under 18 can still help out with the community until they're of age and can become a bot reviewer, moderator, etc. But I'm going to pass it to Iara, our new community lead, who can share more details.
Yeah, so we've really been trying to keep our volunteers involved because they've really done a lot in the past year or even more, and we have been trying to keep them involved, and they have been doing wonderful things so far, like whether internally or externally. I do think that we do hope that they will be returning when they reach like the age of 18 as like a proper staff member, either as a bot reviewer or as a moderator. We would love to have them back, and I think so far we haven't had any issues at all. In fact, I would even share that I do think that it was a lot smoother than I initially anticipated. So yeah, we're really excited for them to come back in the future, and also to create more contributor projects and also grow the contributor team. Thank you.
Oh, great, thanks. Yeah, the second part, right? So they also asked about the logo, which I forgot it. I don't know if you are sure, like we had 100% retention of folks that wanted to stay on as contributors. So thank you again to our amazing volunteer staff. TopGG would not be what it is today without all of you. But to answer the logo question, I'll actually go ahead and I'll paste this article in the questions for the quarterly AMA thread. We did release a blog regarding our new logo design and with some more details around why we changed it. I know, shout out to Oliy in the audience, but yeah, TopGG started as a single list focus on the top Discord bot. So the previous logo, made a lot of sense. But now, right, as we become the discovery layer for Discord communities and integrations, and we plan to expand to other places in the metaverse, I'm excited to share that our next two explorations are likely going to be DAOs, which are decentralized autonomous organizations. So those are Web3 communities. And also we're looking into Roblox to start with. But there's a lot of other places in the metaverse and different games such as Minecraft and beyond. So those are all on their radar. But to go back to the original question about logos, we really wanted to update our company branding to align with our mission and vision that I shared before. And so we thought that the T would be a lot more evergreen. Gracjan, if you want to add anything else, please feel free.
No, I think you covered everything. Yeah, it's
right.
The next question's by Alpaz. When Top.gg was created, did you ever envision it becoming such an integral part of Discord?
So I actually think this question, I don't know if everyone knows, but Oliy here is the original founder of Top.gg. I guess, Oliy, do you want to answer? Let me see if I can make you, not to put you on the spot. Can someone make Oliy oh wait, I'm going to invite you to speak. Yeah, Oily. if you want to speak and if you want to speak and answer that one. I know we chatted about it. We actually met in person right when I started, but I don't know if I would do his explanation justice. Yeah, we can until he speaks we can move on to the next question, and then if he sees that in request to speak, we can come back to it.
Right. So next one's by Bun. What vision does Top.gg have when it comes to the future of the site? Like, for example, supporting other platforms, adding more than just bots, servers. I know you touched a little bit into this with the expansion, but yeah, this seems to be a more specific question regarding that.
Yeah, absolutely. So as I shared before, right, like right now we're the discovery layer for Discord, but we really want to become the discovery layer for the metaverse. And so we're going to start by expanding to other places beyond Discord. So we're going to start with trying to be the discovery layer for Web3 communities, which are called DAOs today. And then we're also going to take a look at gaming and start out with Roblox. I don't know if anyone has used the search and discovery experience on Roblox, but right now it really focuses on only the top games, and there's actually millions of games that are great but just don't really get any visibility. And I think if you notice, like, that's one thing we're trying to do. We're trying to create a platform that really empowers communities, Discord servers today, DAOs or Roblox games or other communities in the future, to be discovered, empower them, and accelerate their growth. And I think this is actually a really vital place we play for a lot of different integrations, such as Discord bots. We hear so many wonderful stories of Discord bot developers listing with us, and then having incredible growth and even being able to get verified on Discord after they got growth from TopGG. So I think that is really our core mission and vision. We're all about empowering communities and the creators behind them and the integrations. So happy to share more details. Feel free to ask questions in the thread, but at a high level, that is the plan.
So we'll go back to the question for Oliy, since he's here, if you'd like to speak up about that.
I am here. Can you repeat the question? Thank
Of
you.
course. So when Top.gg was first created, did you ever envision it becoming such an integral part of Discord?
I did not. It still doesn't really register in my mind. Like, it's really hard as just a human being to kind of grasp the scale of just the numbers that, even nearly 2 years ago now when I was still running it, like, even the numbers we were at then is still, like, super hard to grasp. Like, my friends that I went to school with, their brothers and themselves even use the website, and they don't even know that, it's as big as it is now, and it's just a crazy thought that I still can't get my head around. Like, I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this is a thing that happened. It doesn't feel real. Not that it's like an amazing thing which is helping save lives, but it's still pretty cool. So yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Awesome. Thank you. All right. So next question. So what type of platform is Top.gg going to be when, or I guess if it's moving away from Discord? Is it going to be perhaps a music platform or a shopping platform, or is it going to stay being a listing service?
So that is a great question. I'm actually glad the person asked it, because one thing I do want to clear up is that we're not moving away from Discord. I think there's a big distinction between expanding and moving away. So we still very much care about Discord, as this is the core of what we are today, and we still want to be the discovery layer for Discord, and our work is not done with Discord. We have a lot of really exciting core product improvements that we want to roll out next year. Some of them I can share at a high level, right? Like adding languages to search so people can find bot and servers by language, and also enhancing kind of search filters and different profiles of servers and bots with a lot of different metadata. So I wanted to pause there and just say we are not moving away from Discord in any way, shape and form. And I'm going to pull in, I think I might be jumping ahead a little bit to a few questions, but I did see some concerns about the Discord announcement in mid-November, when Discord announced that they were adding app discovery to their platform. I do want to just address this head on and say, we've always known this was a risk for TopGG. This is why we're expanding to more places, in the metaverse. And so even though we're 100% Discord today, that is going to change. And we will be continuing as an indexing site. Our goal is to index all of the entities, which we describe as communities and integrations, across the metaverse, and start almost creating a map of insights and connections to help users navigate this. And so I also wanted to call out that Discord app discovery is initially only going to focus on verified bots. And if you look into the numbers there, that's only 2.8% of weekly active bots, and developers need to opt into discoverability. And another comment I wanted to make, this is a hypothesis, but it's also built on my perspective working in-house at Twitch. When I was at Twitch, we had a lot of first-party, discovery or tool experiences built, but there were a lot of third-party ones, and this was a similar concern. My guess, at least what I've seen from many first-party companies, such as Discord building their own discovery, likely this algorithm will favor, the largest bots and servers, or developers and server owners will be more at the mercy of this algorithm. I think something really special about TopGG is that we do empower developers through voting, and we also try to highlight newer and trending bots. And in January, we're going to make a ton of enhancements here as well. So I hope that answers your question. Yeah. Oh, sorry. One more thing, Neko. I also do want to share that we have a really great relationship with Discord. I have talked to Mason, their API, who leads our API and bot product team, and we're hoping to do maybe some joint events next year. But we do have a really great relationship, and we're actually looking for more ways to partner together with Discord. So we do not have an adversarial relationship there.
Awesome. So related to the metaverse, next question is by Krypton. Everyone likes to talk about the metaverse these days and use the word as, I guess, anything really technology. Since you want to expand in the metaverse, do you really plan on making virtual or augmented reality products, perhaps with headsets, as that's pretty much how the metaverse seems to be defined?
So I will share that. I think it's hard. I think one, the word has exploded recently, especially with Facebook's branding to Meta, and there's a lot of different opinions about what the metaverse is. I do think that some larger companies, such as Facebook/Meta, have defined it as more AR and VR, but I have a bit of a different opinion. Like, I think of the metaverse as everything moving, or so many things moving online into all of these unstructured spaces. Like, it encompasses games, it encompasses places like Discord, Twitch, Reddit, Roblox, Minecraft, etc., and new ones like GatherTown, or even other ones that haven't been created yet. That's my view on the metaverse, which is a bit more broader than just kind of AR and VR. I do think AR and VR are a part of the metaverse, but I think that innovation in those areas will take a bit longer. But I'm excited to see what comes out of it.
I guess this next question by code is for, I guess, just kind of everyone. So why did you choose to work at top.gg? So I guess let's start with Kristin for this one. I guess this one can be a bit of a short answer for each person.
Yeah, that sounds great. I think for me, I guess if you know my background, like, I love working on anything that has to do with communities and creators and developers too, and empowering them. And when I was contacted about the top.gg opportunity, after talking a lot with Veld and learning more about it, I just saw like a really, really exciting opportunity ahead. One of the reasons we've been taking a look at Web3 and DAOs too is because I think in the past, like, many of the companies in the passion economy or creator economy have really talked about like, building forward with the community. But I do think how top.gg is positioned, like, we're positioned really well to do that. So I could talk about this forever, but I'll pause there.
And we'll hand it off to Veld next. Just a quick answer as to why you chose to work at top.gg.
Oh, sure. So for me, it was a really exciting opportunity to work with the people that I actually am very close with as a bot developer. I think that was like the main reason what really excited me.
Next, Cassie.
Sorry, I had to find my own mute. So I got the chance through Metal, because I was really looking for something more relevant to my specific interests rather than um, the desktop app that I was working on. And I used to develop Discord bots, and I had used top.gg before, like when I was Discord bot list, and I was really excited to work with like a community that was like really like active and around like the volunteer stuff is really amazing. So yeah, it was exciting.
Awesome. And next, Xetera. Why did you choose to work at top.gg?
Probably for me, the biggest factor was the person offering me the job. I was friends with Veld for many more years before he came up to me and was like, "Hey, we need somebody. I have nobody to work with here on top.gg." So I was like, "Oh, okay, I'll I'll come work with you." But also because I used to develop bots not with, but I guess we worked on Discord bots with Veld. But I used to also be very interested in that space and working on like a big Discord app that everybody uses. I was like, "Ooh, this is an actually good opportunity." So that's mostly that.
Next, Gracjan.
For me, it was like I wanted to work there because I wanted to design something that so many people use. Like, that was insane opportunity. This is the first thing, and second is like I knew there is like a lot of experienced people that I wanted to learn from in terms of like the product. So yeah, that's it.
Heather?
Yeah, so for me, I think I was very excited by the community, which is so incredibly active, and it's also very engineering and gaming adjacent. Also, there's, I think, something special about working for a startup where you get exposed to so many different parts of a company. So I felt like I would just have an opportunity to learn a ton. Also, I just really believe that TopGG has a great future ahead, and I'm super excited to be a part of it.
Lastly, Iara?
Hi. So I feel like my story isn't as much of a story because I was a volunteer for 2 years, 7 months or something before I kind of hopped into this role. So I guess it was initially when I fell into the mod position, it was sort of on a whim. It was sort of random. It was it wasn't like a huge like reason or anything. I just applied for fun. But I fell into it, and I think it was one of like my best decisions in my life because it has like really changed how I how I look into things, and also like my entire like I feel like it has changed like a huge part of my life. But yeah, I guess the reason why I went from being a CM to a community lead was because I just felt like it was a great fit for me. It seemed like it fit my experience, and also I just enjoy TopGG in general, and just as both as a user as and also like dealing and helping out in the volunteer staff team. So so yeah.
Next one's for Kristin by so sorry, user ranveersoni. So if Discord happened to launch their own bot list, I'm assuming separate from the discovery, will this affect TopGG?
Yeah, thanks for the question. I think I answered most of this before, but just as a quick recap, we understand Discord made an announcement, but their app discovery will only focus on verified bots, and developers need to opt in, and the algorithm will be really different. I will comment that I believe Discord launched, I think, server discovery in July 2020, and a lot of people don't know exists. That being said, we're keeping a very close eye on it, and we are investing more into Discord and building out better products. Like, we know TopG is an essential part of discovery and growth for a bot's path to Discord verification, and also for folks getting started or looking to get more help. In some conversations with Discord in the past, I know that with their new launch, it's mostly targeted on getting people who have never used a bot before to use one. So it's focused on a much different user base. And this is part of why we do want to expand to other places beyond Discord, but it doesn't mean we're going to be moving away from Discord by any means.
So next question is by Bun. How is top.gg internally, as in who in the team does what?
So I guess, let's see. I know we did quick intro, so maybe for this one, I'll just give kind of a high level overview, if that's okay with everyone. Right now we have I guess 10 with Veld leaving team members. We have a mix of, I guess, me, I'm the CEO, David is our CTO, and Gracjan is our designer, and ER is our newest team member who's leading our community support and social media. And then we have a really great engineering team. We have Cassie, Xetera, sorry, I always mess up the pronunciation, and Heather today. And we also have Iago and Lily and Ken. I think I got everyone. So our engineering team is also a mix of back end. I think the algos are only back end right now, but most other people are doing front end or full stack. So I hope that answers your question.
So
That
again,
pronunciation was good.
Okay, great. I got it finally after 5 to 6 months.
I think it's pronounced Wendy.
Oh my gosh, Cassie, I can't keep up with all the changes.
All right. So another question by Bun. So would you ever consider following through with the plan of paying or incentivizing bot reviewers, as the entire site relies on them?
So I'm gonna give high-level overview, but I do want iara to take this question. We wanted to explain that there's a couple different volunteer staff members roles. So we have contributors, we have bot reviewers, we have moderators and community managers, but everyone may not be aware that moderators and community managers also review bots. So I'll pass it to you, iara, to share a bit more about the details.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Kristin. So basically our current staff structure is like you come in as either a contributor or a bot reviewer. The applications has just been refreshed for the bot reviewer position. So if you're interested, you can check out our announcements. And from there, we usually, from bot reviewer to moderator, the only difference is just whether you moderate the site and also just the chat in general. And so usually we look for bot reviewers that are actively communicating in the community, basically. So it's pretty this like we see bot reviewer as sort of a stepping stone, but I think you can also kind of see it as sort of almost like a trial role. We are looking into incentivizing bot reviewers in different ways, whether monetary or rewards or other stuff as well. And I don't want to give any like empty promises or anything, but we are exploring that. And obviously, if you have any feedback, feel free to relay it to me or any of the community managers as well. Zaya is the one that's handling the bot reviewer team, so you can also reach out to her. But yeah, we do know that bot reviewers do quite a lot to moderate and basically vet bots for our site, and we do acknowledge that, and we're super grateful to have our volunteer staff. And I think we're really appreciative of the fact that they do put in a lot of time and effort to basically moderate our site. So thank you.
Right. Next question would be, is there a legal contract between the mods and TopGG? Yeah, Meister.
Sorry, a legal contract. So the way we pay our bot reviewer and our volunteer staff team is it's not via a legal contract, but they do invoice us. So I'm not going to go into the full details, but we do not have a legal contract per se. We do have other legal documents that they must sign, though, to be able to be on the volunteer staff team.
Next question. So it looks like someone asked by Ashley, is there a TopGG cereal brand?
I see people in general have designed a couple cereal brands for us, so we don't have an official one yet, but hey, I think you should all submit those to the meme contest since we need more entries. So I see a couple fun ones I see a couple fun ones in general, and then I do see I think I saw some in the questions for quarterly AMA thread. So if you want TopGG cereal, check it out. But no, we don't have an official one right now. Thank you for the fun question, though.
So this one's a bit of a general question. When will all the bugs be fixed that are problematic, and how will you encourage bot developers in the future, I guess, to develop? Sorry, this is a pretty unclear question. So it's by Typhoon.
Yeah, I found it. So I think we already talked a bit about the future of TopGG, so I'm not going to answer that generally. If you have more specific questions, feel free to throw them in the thread. We will share that, when will all the bugs be fixed that are really problematic? That's a pretty big question, but I can say that Teams has been one of the kind of top issues over the past year, and that was something really important for us to fix. And Cassie has been pushing a lot of changes for that this week. We have launched Note, though, so my ask from the community would be please share your feedback for major bugs there. And then if you see someone that posted a bug that's really problematic and affecting you, be sure to upvote it, because that really helps us understand where the biggest problems are. Sometimes when you're posting in support or general, etc., it can be hard for our team does our best to capture and look at that, but Note will really help us understand what the main bugs affecting our community the main bugs affecting our community. I will add that one of the focuses for this past quarter has been chipping away at our technical debt, and trying to build a strong foundation. And we do try to tackle bugs every sprint that we work. Yeah,
So
I
there's a
don't really know how to answer the sorry, I guess I'm not exactly sure how to answer the second question. I can say that, sometimes a lot of bot developers have similar skill sets to what we need at TopGG. So please check out our open jobs. Right now we have a couple engineering jobs posted, and we're going to be posting some more in the future.
So the next question, this one's a bit of a fun question by Oliy. What's the longest river in the world?
I think I need to Google that. I don't know.
Whoa, that's not allowed.
That's cheating.
I don't know. Oh my god, I know. Okay, if I had to get,
There's 9 of us here. Come on, you rack your brains
oh
together.
my gosh. Okay. The two that come to mind, I feel like it has to be. It's either like the Nile or Amazon. I just don't know which one.
Okay, well,
I think those are long. Now, can I Google to see which one?
You gotta choose one. You gotta go one. Just follow
Oh
your
my gosh. I just watched, what is that silly Disney movie about the Amazon River, like with the rock? I'm going with that because I watched that movie.
Okay,
But I feel like they said that in the movie. I do not know if that is accurate or not, but I'm going with that.
Oh, I think is it the new one with the
Yeah,
rock?
like Emily Blunt in The Rock.
Yeah,
I think they
I saw
yeah.
that. Well, you'll be happy to know that both of them are correct, and no one can
oh my
measure
gosh.
exactly how long they are. It's very disputed. So
Okay,
technically,
great.
it's the
I am
Amazon
so
and the Nile.
happy I got it right.
That's my only question. You're doing a great job. Keep it up.
Thank you, Oliy.
All right. This one's a bit of a joint question for iara and Kristin, it looks like. This one's by Jake. Will there ever be a fast track for approval/denials for bona fide companies and Discord bots that are partnered with Discord?
Yeah, that's a great question. I can go first. I think something that we're always trying to work on is how we can reduce, queue and make, the approval process as clear as possible. We don't have any active work, specifically for partner Discord bots right now, but that is something we may explore in the future. I will say that our team right now, just like thank you again to our volunteer staff, they review every single bot just because, a malicious bot could do really bad things to your server. But I'll let Iara add any comments as well.
Oh yeah, so right now we are checking bots based off of firstly the date or time that you submit it, and secondly the language. For example, this is a community known thing. We may hold your bot for someone that knows the language. For example, we have a Turkish mod called Odin who does a lot of Turkish bots, for example. But in general, it should be mostly based off of the time. We are working to make sure queue is lowered. That's one of the main goals to resolve during early next year, and so that's something we're working on actively. We don't want to exactly provide any fast tracking for only specifically one group of people. I would say I would prefer to have just for queue to be fast for everyone, and so that's something we'll be working towards, and hopefully we'll be able to achieve like a lower response rate or something for queue. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, this one's I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce the person's name, but they ask, what's the highest mountain in the world? So this one's related to the river question, it looks like.
Come on, it's an easy one.
Yeah. It's Mount Everest, right?
Isn't
it's
there
Mount
like
Everest,
some?
right?
Isn't it like I don't. I'm googling
It's not
this.
Mount
I'm
Everest.
sorry.
Oh my
I
god!
thought it
feel
was
so
like.
stupid.
No, but
Isn't it like? Is it like K9? Maybe I'm making this, or K2 or so. Maybe it is Everest. No, it is Everest. I thought there were debates over like that K2 mountain in Everest, but yeah, I think it's Everest from my googling. But there was, K2 is the other one that comes up.
So Kristen, what is your? This one's by Dan. What's your opinion on the volunteer staff team, and what do you like about them, and what do you not like about them?
Okay, so I mean, I loved our volunteer staff team. They are hilarious. We do spend a lot of time together. We had a really fun time playing. I guess there was this game called Gartic Phone before. I will say they do sometimes confuse me by changing their Discord names a lot, but it's all in good. It's all in good fun. I do really like that we have people on our volunteer staff team from all over the world, which is really, really exciting. And Top GG brings us together. I don't have too much to say about that. I know some of them say each other are very stinky though, so I'm not going to comment too much on that, but I will let them comment on that.
See here. So will there ever be Top GG merch? This one's by Bun.
Great question. That is something that we are looking into, especially because we've been able to publicly announce our new logo. So no specific timeline yet, but I will take that as feedback and we will look into it if that is something you would like.
So this one's by Chillfish. So what is the time frame for fixing the search feature? Even with these improvements, apparently there is a non-fully functioning user search, considering we have no fuzzy searching / typo tolerance and really bad relevancy even when looking at full text search POV. Also, what is the system behind the search?
Great question. I can tackle some of this and then I'll ask Veld to chime in. So in terms of time frame, I can't give an exact time frame. I can say that one of our biggest tech debt issues is Thiago has been really hard at work at fixing MongoDB for us. So, or I guess removing it and migrating us. So once that is done, that is going to unblock a lot of improvements that we do want to make in search. And exactly as you listed, like we'd like to have fuzzy searching, typo, etc., better recommendations. So that is one of our biggest blockers right now, but these are all on our roadmap for next year. It just really depends on when we move away from MongoDB. We're hoping that this is sometime early Q1, but it really depends there. It will also depend on us hiring more back-end engineers. Mike, I will pass it to you or Veld to tackle the rest of his questions. Thanks.
Sure. So we haven't really given much love to the search service. I think the biggest thing for search at the time when we built it was to improve the key performance areas. Which I mean, let's see, 1 year back we had like 5-second plus search requests, and now it's done in 100 or so milliseconds. The main thing we use right now is just full text search because we previously already used that. So it made sense to keep it a small and quick project to kind of optimize that, and we are looking into like better search systems for our backend. But for now, I think it does do the job.
Next question is by iThundxr. What is Top.gg's biggest issue / struggle right now?
Sorry, Nico. I'm trying to find. Can you just repeat the question? I'm trying to find it in Discord while you're asking. Sorry.
So, what is Top.gg's biggest issue / struggle right now?
It is, I would say right now there's two. One of this is just combating tech debt. You know, some startups are building up fresh. For Top GG, there's been a ton of iterations, and you know the team's been large. It's been small. So I think we're coming up on our 5th anniversary. We've been chipping away at this tech debt and want to clean it up so that we can scale. I think the second struggle right now has been, you know, it's really hard when your team grows from, let's see, we're 4 when I joined. Now we're going to be at 10, 11, and then we're trying to hire more. So just making sure that we can hiring. I think hiring around the holidays is a little tricky, but we're excited to go full force kind of in in Q1. And I think once we build and scale out the team and fix this tech debt, we'll be in a really good place. But I think these are kind of similar issues that a lot of companies in our stage struggle with. So, yeah.
So going back to the question right above, it looks like the users edited their question. So how do you intend to combat Discord's intention to replace Top.gg with the first-party product? This has been answered partially, but not entirely. They seem to want to know the exact plan for this, if there is one.
So I think I answered this as much as I'm able to answer in this AMA. I understand that I think TK Jake, I've been seeing your comments in general and also here, and I think that there's perhaps a difference of opinions, which is totally fine. But I have shared on how we are combating Discord's approach. Also, from my conversations with Discord, that is not their intention. They are not intending to replace Top.gg with a first-party product. So our plan is to continue to be the discovery layer for Discord, and we are focused on helping bot developers right now in the context of Discord and Discord server owners grow their communities or integrations on their platform and get discovered. We do work on our core product, and we don't have a standalone mobile app, but we do have a lot of users using it on mobile web. So something that could be on our radar in the future, but no timeline, is expanding into app when that makes sense. But yeah, right now we are just continuing to invest in our products, and I think in the past in this AMA, I have shared a little bit on how we are going to enhance our search and discovery filters around both Discord bots and Discord servers. So that's what we are focusing on. And we are hoping from our conversations with Discord to work even more closely with them over the course of next year.
So next question is by GingerFox. What is the biggest challenge automation-wise?
Sorry, biggest challenge. Did they give any more context? Just
No, that's
Oh.
all. I assume
Okay.
regarding just general
like bot or
Top.gg.
Q or Top.gg. I think it's probably just like tech debt and resourcing, kind of same question as before. What a lot of other startups struggle with.
Let's see here.
Yeah, maybe I know we're at 11:02, so let's see if you want to pick a last question to close us out,
Of
Neko.
course.
Yeah. And then we can also get, just so everyone knows, we do have another AMA Saturday, so we'll be going through all of these questions and picking up anything that didn't get answered now in the AMA on Saturday.
All right, if that's the case, I'll leave off with this last one by River. So, will there ever be a sort of promotion for recent bots added to Top.gg, as other bots such as Me6 and other large bots just topple every other bot that is added? And it kind of seems quite sad that just because you pay large amounts of money, or the biggest, because you say you create your bot very early in Discord's lifecycle. Sorry, yeah. So the question just is, will there ever be sort of promotion for recently added bots to Top.gg versus,
Yeah.
I guess, the general auctions?
Yes, so I mentioned earlier very briefly that we are rolling out auctions fully, and this will probably ship in January, ideally. Wendy/Xetera has been working on this, and the really cool thing about auctions, specifically CPM or cost per mil auctions, means that we will allow more users to bid on and win spots that they really want, and they won't necessarily be discouraged when they they get outbid. And so I think CPM is going to solve this issue in a lot of ways. Like, you would no longer get a second spot. Like, we actually would let multiple people access a slot, and it would depend on the total amount of impressions they have. So people will pay for basically the amount of impressions they want per 1,000 impressions. So I think this will give auctions access to a lot more folks on our platform and make it more accessible. Xetera, if you want to add anything, or Veld, please do so.
I'm happy to take credit for this because Lily isn't here, but she's the one who's been working on it. You know, the automation part. If that was what we were discussing.
No,
but...
this is about rolling out CPM auctions experiments, but I do think the
that
automation
one.
part will help as well.
Yeah. So I thought we were discussing like making it more accessible to people. But yeah. I'm not sure what more to add. I feel like you covered that pretty well.
Yeah, I agree.
Great.
Yep. That's all we have for today, I believe, in terms of time.
Great. Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Just wanted to say thank you, Neko, again, for being a great moderator and for answering all of the, or sorry, not answering. Yeah, actually the team for answering, but also everyone who asked questions. Yeah, we have a couple other events coming up. If you've seen our posts on socials, we have an engineering career panel tomorrow at 2 p.m. PST. We have a product management and design career panel on Thursday at 2 p.m. PST. And then we have another AMA Saturday. I just need to double check the time. I believe the AMA on Saturday is at 9 a.m. PST. So looking forward to see you there. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Have a lovely rest of your day. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.